Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Big European clubs don't want a £300,000 a week Man United star, says reliable journalist. Man United will find it very hard to sell Marcus Rashford this summer, as there is very little interest in the forward from big clubs across Europe. This summer's transfer window is a huge one for the Premier League giants, as it is the first that will be overseen by new part owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The Ineos CEO is looking to bring United back to the top of the Premier League table and has already made some significant changes behind the scenes. When it comes to the playing squad, Ratcliffe will first need to decide on the future of manager Erik ten Hag, whose job is hanging by a thread at present. Then, Man United will need to decide what players to bring in and sell, with one star they will struggle to move on, being Marcus Rashford. According to ESPN journalist Mark Ogden, the forward's future is in doubt, but having signed a £300,000 a week 5-year contract last summer, the England star is generating little interest from clubs. Sources have told ESPN that speculation linking Rashford with Paris Saint-Germain is wide of the mark, with the League One leaders identifying AC Milan's Rafael Leao as their preferred option to replace the departing Kylian Mbappe. Rashford is a player that Man United should move on this summer, as the 26-year-old embodies the weak mentality of the current group of players at Old Trafford. The Englishman is having an awful season, scoring just 8 goals and assisting a further 5 across 40 games in a Man United shirt. What is more worrying is the player's attitude, as it looks from the outside that the winger does not care, although that is very unlikely to be true. Erik ten Hag's team looks better when Rashford is not there, but other clubs around Europe are watching his situation and saying no thank you. Rashford is undoubtedly a problem for Man United, but it's one that they will find very hard to fix over the summer. Turkish giants Galatasaray planning shock move for Manchester United defender. Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof has been linked with a move away from Old Trafford, with Galatasaray reportedly interested. The Sweden international has been a key player during parts of his time at the club, but reportedly isn't part of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's future plans. The 29-year-old joined United from Portuguese side Benfica in 2017 and has gone on to make 258 appearances, scoring 4 goals and providing 7 assists. Lindelof has only started 14 games in the Premier League this season, with his campaign disrupted by injury. Reportedly, United are trying to find a buyer for the defender, and Turkish outlet Aspor have claimed Galatasaray are planning a sensational move for the defender, who is believed to be their favorite target for the summer window. The Swede has 1 year remaining on his current deal with the Red Devils, and United are believed to value Lindelof at around £15 million. The former Benfica man may not be the only defender heading for the exit door at Old Trafford in the summer, with doubts over the futures of Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane and Johnny Evans. United's defense could look very different next season, and it's reported Sir Jim Ratcliffe is targeting a top centre-back this summer. The Red Devils have been linked with a move for Everton star Jared Brandthwaite, who scored against rivals Liverpool on Wednesday evening. Any deal for the Everton defender won't be easy, with it believed the Toffees will demand a minimum of £70 million for the 21-year-old. Other names United have been linked with are Gleison Bremer of Juventus and Jean-Claire Todibo of Nice. Erik ten Hag confirms midfield injury boost. three players close to full training. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has confirmed that midfielder Mason Mount will be available for Saturday's Premier League clash against Burnley at Old Trafford. The club will be aiming for another victory against the Clarets ahead of the game. Ten Hag has revealed that Mount will return to the squad. The 25-year-old was out with a minor issue. He told ManUnited.com, "It's the same squad, but Mason Mount, he will return to the squad." Meanwhile, the manager added that Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, and Anthony Martial have returned to working on the grass and will return to team training by next week. He added, "Yes, I think so. I think we are all going to see them again in the season." They returned all three onto the pitch. Next week, they have to make a step into team training, and we think they can be available for the last weeks of the season. They are progressing well. United are currently sixth in the Premier League table with 53 points. They are 13 points adrift of fourth placed Aston Villa with another 5 games left in the campaign. Champions League football looks an improbable prospect, but the club have the chance to qualify for the Europa League group stage with a strong end to the season. Ten Hag will be hoping for an improved performance on Saturday. The Red Devils have been conceding plenty of goals and have not kept a clean sheet in 7 games. Dan Ashworth heads to arbitration to force Man United move. Former Newcastle United sporting director Dan Ashworth is set to take the club to arbitration to expedite his move to Manchester United, according to The Athletic. Ashworth informed Newcastle of the approach in February, and the Magpies placed him on gardening leave. Newcastle reportedly want a hefty £20 million compensation fee for the 53-year-old, but United refused to pay it, leading to the involvement of a third party. With United's backing, Ashworth's arbitration case is expected to begin in May and last several weeks. Man United are plotting a major rebuild this summer under a new part owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Manchester City's Omar Berrada is slated to take the chief executive officer reins this summer, while Jason Wilcox has already settled in as technical director after leaving Southampton. Wilcox is set to report directly to Ashworth, who is poised to oversee all aspects of football performance, recruitment, and operations. Ashworth's expertise in recruitment will be crucial, but he will have to navigate a tightrope. United must be shrewd in the transfer market, as profit and sustainability rules will restrict excessive spending. Finding quality players within these constraints will be a true test of Ashworth's abilities. The summer transfer window will be the first chapter in a long journey as United try to bridge the gap between the glorious past and a much desired future. Man United linked with surprise move for 25-year-old UCL semi-finalist. Manchester United have been linked with a move for the Real Madrid goalkeeper Andre Lunin. According to a report from Vigaches, the 25-year-old Ukrainian international is on the radar of the Premier League, and they could face competition from PSG and Bayern Munich as well. Lunin has been a regular starter for the Spanish club this season. Because of Thibaut Courtois' injury problems, he has excelled with his performances, and it's no surprise that top teams are keen on him. However, Manchester United spent a substantial amount of money on Andre Onana recently, and it will be interesting to see if they are ready to bring in another keeper this summer. Although Lunin is generally a backup option for Los Blancos, he will not want to sit on the bench at another club if he moves this summer. He might only consider an exit from Real Madrid if a top club offers him regular first-team action. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops. The 25-year-old has helped Real Madrid make it to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League with his heroics in the penalty shootout against Manchester City in the quarter-finals. His performances in the league have been quite assured as well. On the other hand, Onana had a rough start to life in the Premier League. Although he has improved in recent months, he has not been able to replicate his Inter Milan form at Manchester United yet. It remains to be seen whether Los Blancos are prepared to sanction the departure of Lunin at the end of the season. He is an important first-team player for them, and letting him leave would weaken the side. Manchester United might need to come forward with a lucrative proposal in order to convince the Spanish giants. Man United intensify contact to sign Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen. Manchester United have intensified contact to sign Bayer Leverkusen defender Jeremy Frimpong this summer, according to Sport Bild. The Red Devils currently have Diogo Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka as their right-back options, but the latter could leave in the near future. His current deal expires at the end of next season, and as things stand, the club have yet to negotiate a new long-term contract with him. Hence, there is a possibility that he could be sold for a quality replacement, and Sport Bild report that United have intensified contact to sign Frimpong. The Dutchman currently has a release clause worth 40 million euros in his contract, but it expires before the start of Euro 2024. A decision has to be made before that. Dalot has been United's main right-back under manager Erik ten Hag. The Portuguese has earned the spot with his improved offensive performances. However, he has yet to make consistent goal contributions. Frimpong could be seen as an upgrade in that department. Amid his fantastic spell at Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, Frimpong has registered 13 goals and 11 assists from 40 appearances this season. He has predominantly played as a right wing back. The 23-year-old is also capable of operating from right back, which was his primary position during his time at Celtic and his early career at Leverkusen. At 40 million euros, he would be a bargain signing for United, but the big question is whether the hierarchy can convince him to leave Leverkusen this summer. It seemed a likely possibility at one stage, but the scenario has somewhat changed with Alonso deciding to stay with the German champions next term. Frimpong could be tempted to return to Manchester, having started his youth career at Manchester City, but the lack of Champions League football could be another drawback for United. £50 million rated Crystal Palace ace welcomes Man United interest. For any new players coming into the club, they will want to understand who the manager will be, what his project will look like, and what other players are being targeted before committing to signing on the dotted line. For Crystal Palace ace Michael Olise, however, it appears that he is welcomed the interest of the Red Devils regardless. According to 90 Minute, the Northwest Giants are targeting the £50 million rated ace, with Chelsea having lost interest despite having previously agreed to sign the player, only for him to do a U-turn and stay with the Selhurst Park outfit. Olise is one of the brightest young talents in the game, and if United were able to land him as part of their summer plans, he would surely add something to their underperforming group of stars. For too long now, Man United's first-team players have coasted through games and they have been found wanting in many of them. Whilst shipping them out en masse does no one any favor whatsoever, it's clear that there needs to be a change of personnel in the squad in order to freshen it up and to give everyone the kick up the backside that they so obviously need. If the current crop believe that they are no longer a first choice for Ten Hag or a new manager, should Sir Jim deem that to be the case, it forces everyone to try that little bit harder, and that can only be good for United and for team morale. Manchester United aiming to secure cut-price deal for Jarrad Branthwaite before June 30. Man United's top priority remains Jarrad Branthwaite of Everton, who fits Ineos' vision of signing young British players with Premier League experience. With the Toffees under increasing financial pressure, they will likely have to sell their top stars before June 30 in order to balance the books, as relied by the People's Person recently, United are willing to agree to an early deal for the centre-back should the team from Merseyside be willing to reduce their asking price. As per Football Insider, the Red Devils are now confident of agreeing a deal for the 21-year-old for 60 to 70 million pounds before June ends. This would mean the player would be in Manchester before the preseason starts, something that has not often transpired during the Glazers' regime. The report from Football Insider reads the following. Man United are confident a bid of between 60 to 70 million pounds will be enough to land Everton defender Gerard Brantwaite. Sources have told Football Insider it's believed the 21-year-old could be sold by Everton before June 30 to include his fee in their accounts for the 23-24 campaign and avoid further points deductions. The Toffees are desperate to keep the centre-back, but are likely to cash in to attempt to avoid a further brush with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. The 21-year-old has looked wobbly at times, but that is expected considering his age and the difficult season that Shoundich's men have endured. Branthwaite is good on the ball and is two-footed, which can be a huge help, and is in the top 3% among Premier League defenders for duels, won, interceptions, and recoveries. New technical director Jason Wilcox is a fan, and the defender also got a ringing endorsement from former United great Ruud van Nistelrooy during his loan spell in the Netherlands. Manchester City, Chelsea, and even Real Madrid were interested in Branthwaite, and Ineos agreeing an early deal would send out a powerful message to the footballing world that they mean business. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.